French president has been in London today for ceremonies to mark the 80th anniversary of Charles de Gaulle's BBC broadcast, which urged the people of France to resist the Nazi invasion. President Macron met Boris Johnson in Downing Street, where they also discussed quarantine rules for people travelling to the UK from abroad. Here's our diplomatic correspondent, James Landale.
Now here is a statement in French of great importance to our French listeners by General de Gaulle.
Vive la France, libre, dans l'honneur et dans l'indépendance.
It was 80 years ago that Charles de Gaulle came to Broadcasting House to make his famous speech, urging the people of France not to give up. The flame of French resistance, he said, must not and shall not die. Charles de Gaulle was a junior general in the French army. He had no authority from his government, which had capitulated to the Nazis. And yet, from his base here in central London, he argued that France had lost a battle, but not the war. It was a defining act of leadership in the history of the French Republic. The general's chauffeur in those days was a young Englishwoman. Olivia Jordan, then just 21, had been driving ambulances for the French army. Now 101. She told us how even then she sensed the importance of this imposing Frenchman.
He was very impressive to go. He was tall, good looking, and all this and that. And he always made use of all that. And rather frightened people, I think. They sort of looked down in the mirror.
Such is the importance of the General's broadcast that President Macron made a special trip to London to mark the anniversary, greeted by the Prince of Wales in a guard of honour at Clarence House. Nearby, they paid their respects at the statue of de Gaulle, and the President awarded London with the Légion d'honneur, thanking Britain for giving France a voice for its resistance. Britain, he said, gave Free France its first weapon, a BBC microphone.
Un micro de la BBC.
Then in Downing Street, some socially distanced diplomacy as President and Prime Minister tried to sprinkle some entente cordiale over the issues dividing their countries today, the Brexit negotiations and the COVID-19 quarantine rules. Hoping to match on the ground the unity their air forces showed in the skies. James Landale, BBC News.